Hi you guys, Latoya here. Welcome to my crafty space. I wanted to do a Valentine's Day recap since this is my first time making like a ton of Valentine's Day cards. So I'm pretty excited about it. So I'm just going to go through and show you guys all of the cards that I created because they're so cute and you can just see like how different like my style is, I guess. Yeah, I would say like my style is like a mix of like vintage, grungy, collagey, sometimes lots of color. I like a lot of layering. So I don't know. I just wanted to do this video and share with you guys. So I hope it inspires you in some way and gets you to, you know, just try out different things. And also for myself too, to watch this and see that I don't have to stick to like, you know, one thing. I can experiment and just, you know, go with the flow with stuff. All right, so here we go. All right, so here are my cards. I already had them like spread out. So let's just get them in a pile. So I'm actually going to start off with a card I did not share with you guys because I feel like it needs something and I've yet to get to it. And even right now, like I don't have time to finish this card. But with this card, I used, you know, this same stamp set that I used in a couple other cards. I absolutely love these flowers here. They are just so beautiful. So I guess this was like, you know, one stamp set a couple of different ways. But as you can see, I did incorporate other items into these cards. With this, I feel like it needs like a sentiment popping out somewhere. I did make it a bit collagey and vintagey. I did like distress the tag pieces and I distressed around the edges of the flowers. I made a little pocket here, as you can see. So super cute. And then these pieces here are like little tag pieces that I just created and stamped on to just have more elements for this card here. So those go in like that. So cute, and they're nice and snug. And then the inside of this card, just adorable. I distressed around the edges. I made another little tuck here and I stamped on this tuck that I created. I don't know why that little piece of pink fuzz decided to hang in there, but it did. So this pocket is just so super cute. I created the background paper and then stamped on it, and then I made like a little card that says romantic, and then I almost said journaling card, but a card for whatever the messenger wants to give to whoever receives this card. And then I put just like a little cute and element embellishment over there too. So it's interesting how dramatic the outside of the card is from the inside. I thought, man, I should incorporate more pink, but I just didn't. And yeah, like overall I like this card, but it wasn't one that I wanted to think any more about. Then we have this card here where I had fun again making the background paper and distressing the edges just to give it that faint pink. Oh my goodness. So I have a green scarf, and I think my green scarf actually got over here where this card is. I don't know if you can see it, but I have pieces of green string like weaved into this, and it's actually stuck on the glue. But this was my like template card, so it's okay. Man, things you notice, that's crazy. All right, so yep, I use these die cuts for an embellishment. I added some Nuvo drops here. I popped up these flowers because, again, they're so cute. And this was my first time playing with the set. I was like, let me play with the flowers without coloring them. I added in this slanted die cut because it's one of the reasons why I bought the dies for that set. And then I used the Sentiment I Love You, which just fit perfectly. Have a lot of matting. Then on the inside, just a nice plain white flower. This card here, so incredibly cute also. I'm just going to say that a lot, you guys. This background paper, you guys know I love the Old World embossing folder. So I used that there to make that background. I used my Posted For You stamp set. And I used a Love Dictionary stamp. This here had more bend to it, but I had cards on top of it. I just stamped out and heat embossed this gold postage stamp, which is from a different set, but I made it fit. I was like, you know what, I'm incorporating all of these elements here. This here is actually a stamp from another set too. It's actually two stamps. The circle's a stamp and that wavy line's a stamp to make it look like official, because it says memories last forever, which is very true of love. and I did some Copic coloring on these flowers and just kept them kind of muted. I didn't put yellow centers or anything. I just did them in a really light pink. And of course, I couldn't live without ink blending. And I also did the same on the inside and carried in the flowers. This card here was also like a blast to create. This was a really collagey, like out of my comfort zone type card, with taking this die cut piece and adhering it, and then using this little clip here, which is gonna suck for mailing because this will probably break. So I kind of have to stick to like all paper products for things, unless it's ribbon or, you know, something flat. I added this piece just for texture and to bring in the brown color here that I colored these tags with. Just did some distress coloring with these, and I just stuck these together a little bit with a little bit of tape that you can see it just separates them. You can separate them with that type of tape. So stamped those out, stuck those in. I love these roses. Carried the rose over to the inside, and this was just a really nice card also. I guess we'll just go like this. This card was just like, I was going to say it was a quick card, quote unquote. Not really, because I was trying to figure out sizing and all that jazz. But once you make a card, it's easier to replicate it. Like I can do this in like probably 8 minutes. I had fun using a background stamp I hadn't used before. Had fun with this twine. Did my Nuvo drops. Made this heart. I did like a stencil and then just stamped on the inside with stencil. What is it called? I cut out a heart shape on a sheet of paper and used that as a template, and then I stamped around it in 2 different colors, and then I heat embossed there we're in this together from the freebie from the Stampin' Up! Celebration catalog. And the inside there's nothing because, you know, I just want this to just be simple. This super adorable sweet card. One of my favorites. Well, they're like all my favorites, but this is like top like 2. I love these bunnies. I just wanted to Copic color and have some fun, and making this card kind of just got that out. I was very excited about it. You can see I popped the bunnies up here. The heart is heat embossed just to make it look all chocolatey. Had fun playing around with different Copics to get various colors, different shades of brown. This bunny needs a little bit of work as far as Copic coloring, but I think I did okay. And this is ink blended because of course I can't live without ink blending somewhere. It's hilarious. And the inside there's nothing. I was going to add a piece of chocolate, but didn't get around to that for this one. This card here, so incredibly cute. Lots of matting, lots of layers, background dictionary stamp. This is the art gallery background. I forget what it's called. And then these flowers are from one stamp set, one Stampin' Up! Set. This is from another Stampin' Up! Set. Absolutely only purchased the stamp set that has this newspaper print in it because I like the newspaper print. I don't care for the flowers in that set. And these 2 cards here, this background and this newspaper, these are both from the same set. So it's cool just to see how, you know, you can use the same color, because it looks like I carried over petal pink, which is pretty funny, into both of these cards, but they're so different. And I did some heat embossing here with the Love You Bunches, which was, I don't know if that was from a different set. I don't know, but had some fun there. Put a little ribbon, used some oval dies and such, and then just left the inside blank. This here obviously looks dramatically different from all these other cards because I was like, you know what? I want some plaid. I want a plaid and black. I almost said Christmas. I'm gonna tell the truth. Valentine's Day card. So I went ahead and created this, and it was so much fun just to play around in my stash of ephemera, my element ephemera, and grab something and just give it a whirl, and then just layer these 2 pieces here, play around with this border, which was embossed, as well as this heart, and then adding on this ribbon. It was just such a nice touch to tie in like all the shininess that you see when the border and the embossed heart are highlighted. So everything just worked out really well. And then for the inside of this card, I decided to just, you know, adhere a piece of red so you can write on it and see it. And then I added the same heart that you see here. But I just kind of cut it, so it's like, you know, half a heart. But I didn't want it to be like a broken heart, so I did not put it down the middle. So, you know, this would be good for anyone that's kind of, you know, I don't know, grungy, like cool. There's a better word than cool. All right, and the last card, of course these aren't going in order, is this one here with this super awesome removable flower. I remember I bought the die for this flower particularly after I had to cut it out with an X-Acto knife, and I said I would never do that again. So I was really happy to have the die for this. I did heat emboss this flower, and it's just, this peony is so pretty. See, look at that, just beautiful. I did a dictionary background stamp for this, a dictionary stamp for the word romantic, and just matted that, matted this, added on that leaf. Of course, had used this art gallery background, what is it? Fudge cake, embossing folder. Sorry, words are leaving me. I did not matte with black, however. I don't know why, but I think it's okay. I just matted this with a dictionary background. I think I didn't want to size down this card front anymore because I needed all of this space. And this ribbon here was also an after that. As you can see, I kind of have a thing about like adding ribbon. So it's funny, like if you look at my cards, you kind of see like, oh, this idea kind of carries over from here to here to here. And I'm not doing it intentionally. It's just, you know, what I like to do. Oh yeah, I forgot with this card, I did a striped background, which I don't know if I talked about that, but I just noticed it and I don't think I mentioned it. But I also like to have some kind of detail with either color or an embossing folder or a background stamp, you know, things like that. So I really like this card. It's very like abstract, I guess. And it's just really striking. I like it. Then on the inside, I literally just went all out and I created my first tuck like this with a background stamp. And then I made a little tuck here, used the same flower that you see in the front on the inside, did it in color. And something about it, I was just like, I don't know if I like that. Maybe I'll just keep it black. But I'm like, no, I'm just going to have some fun. And also create a little, you know, tag for over here. And then I have the piece of peony flower that I messed up on. So I decided to size it down and use it on one of my element pieces and make just like an embellishment tag. And then you have the card to just write the note on for the inside that has ribbon on it. So these are my Valentine's Day cards. I pretty much did some of everything that I wanted to do. Let's see, zoom out a little bit. Like I did some Copic coloring. I played with some animals. I played with die cuts. I made pockets and tags. You know, I just had some fun. So I hope you guys were inspired by seeing all of this. And I am going to be doing some Christmas cards soon, because I actually started working on one Christmas card and I'm like really amped up about it. So you guys will see that because we're going to get started on Christmas early, but I'm still going to be making other types of cards also. Like this card here, it could be an Easter or a Valentine's Day card. So this was like a 2-for-1. And I absolutely love bunnies and I have a lot of bunny stamps. So brace yourselves. All right. So thanks for watching, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this recap and I hope you guys do something crafty that makes your heart happy. Okay, bye.